Hey guys, Jonathan Correa here. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of our first time homebuyer series. Today I'd like to talk to you about home inspections and the J1 contingency period. Let's get right into it. So let's do the boring stuff first. Let's take a look at the contract and see exactly where the home inspection period would take place and what that part of the contract entails. Section J is inspection, maintenances, and warranties, but today we're just focusing on that first part of it. So J1, general inspection of property contingency. So just in that title, you may not know what the word contingency means. In the simplest form, basically, for this to happen, the end goal, which is buying the house, this J1 period has to happen first. So you can't buy the house unless you sign off on this J1 and the property has been inspected. Not necessarily saying that it needs to be inspected by a home inspector, but you have to sign the release of contingency, and you can do that yourself, but I do not recommend that. So looking deeper into the J1 section of the contract, usually it's 15 days. That's what we like to do. It's about half a month, 2 weeks, you know. You can change that to 1 day, but then you have no time to do an inspection. You could change that to 30 days, but then the seller will look at that as, why is this transaction going to take more time than it needs to? So I'd say 2 weeks is that good section of time that it's not too long, but you can get the job done in that time. So basically, the J1 period for your home to be inspected is when you'd have a professional home inspector come in. And this is someone who's licensed. They do this every day. They know exactly what to look for. Generally, if it's your first time buying a home, if you look in, let's say, the electrical panel, maybe you know what it's supposed to look like because you've done electricity, but chances are you don't. And chances are you don't know everything that you need to know about a house. So it's just safer to get it professionally done. They'll create, like, it's pretty much a book because of the thickness of it, but they'll point out everything and they'll say if they check something and it was good, they'll let you know, nothing to be fixed. If they see a nick on the wall, they might put that down. If there's no caulking on the baseboards, they might put that down. If the wiring is not hooked up to one of your recessed lighting cans, they'll let you know about that too. So they look at everything and they make sure that you know what they would change as a professional. This is from CNBC in 2014. They did a survey. They found out about 10% of first-time homebuyers just completely skip out on this home inspection from a professional. In the long run, it's very beneficial to you as a homeowner to just do that inspection, because I'll give you an example. I had a house that I was helping my buyers obtain in Hilo. They had a home inspector come in. He prepared the packet for us. One of the main things that stood out on his inspection report was that the dryer vent was not cut to lead the dryer to the outside of the house, you know, for the lint and whatnot, to not just pile up behind the dryer. It may seem like not too big of a deal, but you know, if you can just imagine 5 years pass and your dryer's there, you didn't change your dryer, it's the same one, lint's piling up, it's actually a fire hazard, so it can actually start a fire in your house. If you're thinking in a worst case scenario, the lint piles up, you have your dryer on because you left the house, but you want to just put the clothes in the dryer first. You come home and your house is on fire. That's no good. Of course, there's a bunch of variables that go into cost, like the size of the home, you know, if it's a slab on grade, if it's post and pier, what kind of roof does it have, you know, if it's a catchment, obviously they'll need to inspect more than if it was county water. So there's a bunch of different variables that will affect the cost. You know, if you wanted to inspect a house that was 4,000 square feet, let's say, it'd probably be a pretty good amount of money, you know, because it'd take the inspector more time. They have to look at more things, and their inspection report will probably be a novel by then. I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you took something from this, and if you did learn something, please give me a like. If you had any questions, if you wanted me to clarify something or elaborate on something, please feel free to leave me a comment. I don't get too much questions on YouTube, but you know, I would like to start getting some so I can help people, you know, because I'm kind of just giving you information on what I think you should know, but everyone's different. And I'm sure if you're thinking of a question right now, someone else also probably is thinking of that question. Just comment, you know, give me some questions, get that like button, just click, you just gotta click it. And then be sure to subscribe as well. We got a lot of subscribers lately. The past 28 days, I've got something like 45 or 50 subscribers. It's great, and I appreciate the support, and I'll try my best to give you as much information as I can. The listing videos will come because whenever we get a new listing, we put it up, you know, and it goes on my YouTube. So those will be consistent, but school just started, so I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there's more things taking up my time now. And whenever I do try to make these videos, my brother's kind of likes to mess with me, so it takes much longer to make a video, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I'll stop rambling on. So just be sure, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime